I think it's safe to assume that 2024 has not been my most productive panning year in the world. And honestly, I've been having major thoughts this year about whether I even want to continue project panning, if I want to just quit it altogether. It's been a really wild ride this year. It's been really, really crazy, but I've had some time to sit and think about maybe why it's been this wild and crazy, and today I want to talk about it with you guys. This look is a get ready with me. It's coming live tomorrow. It should be live tomorrow anyway, so keep an eye out on my channel, and of course, as always, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel because I'm so close to 5k. I can literally smell it. It is creeping closer and closer, and I'm just so unbelievably grateful to everyone who has stuck around, especially this year. It's been a crazy, crazy, crazy year. So let's talk. This is going to be a really, really honest talk. This is going to be a really honest discussion. This year, I really thought about quitting project panning, and I made a few videos throughout the year basically saying, I'm done. Like, I'm at least going to cut down dramatically. And there were a lot of different thoughts and opinions. Rightly so, all opinions were valid. Like, I'm not saying anything like that. However, it made me feel a certain way. It made me feel a certain way. There was some people who were saying that they felt like I was abandoning them and it felt like I was just like moving on without caring. Some people really, really wanted me to move on. Some people really wanted me to dabble in reviews, like lots more reviews, things like that. And I was just so unsure of where I wanted this channel to go. I predominantly did project panning at the start of this channel. That is pretty much all I did. I did dabble in like a few reviews, maybe like 2 a year. I did a few little hauls. I remember, if you've been around since my first apartment, you guys are like the absolute best. I never thought when I was filming with that plain white background that I'd be here in my own little studio now with those noisy neighbors. Like, oh my god. But here I am. I was doing project panning, and I'm gonna be really real with you here because that's what got views. I got so many views when I started doing project panning, and so that really got me into the world of panning. If my project pan hadn't have got so many views like 4 years ago, I probably wouldn't have joined the panning sphere. I think I was trying to find my little niche at the time. And yeah, project panning boomed, baby. So I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And then I fell in love with it. I genuinely did. It wasn't something like I was just doing it for views. It was growing my channel. You guys really loved it. I started really building a community, which is what I really, really wanted. And I was so unbelievably happy doing project panning for a very, very long time. However, this year, I've seen a huge growth on my channel this year, and with new subscribers and with all that kind of stuff comes brands wanting to work with you, and that means that I've got a lot of PR over the past, I'd say 6 months is when it's really started to like, whoa, you know, this is kind of crazy. I'm doing this. So when I'm getting like 5 new eyeshadow palettes in a month, it's really difficult to keep on top of my pan that palette, my pan those eyeshadows, all that kind of stuff, because of course I want to play with the new. I want to play with what is new in my collection, what has been very kindly sent to me. I am under no obligation to film with PR. However, I like filming with PR. It just, I don't know, it makes me happy. It makes brands happy. It makes you guys happy. So panning kind of got pushed to the wayside a little bit, and I want 2025 to be a good balance of both. I want 2025 to be a good balance of project panning with new reviews and working with brands that I have formed an amazing relationship with, which I would never have thought would have happened this time last year. I think a massive reason as well that project panning has been so slow this year is because of Pan That Palette. So I started the year with 2 Pan That palettes, one of which was Modern Renaissance. This should not have come into 2024 with me. This is what is left. I've got 1 shade here. It's clinging on for dear life. I should have left this in 2023 and just kind of been done with it. I got so burnt out with this palette this year. As soon as I finished Warm Taupe, which was this shade, I didn't want to use it anymore. I've always said I'm not really much of a super warm tone person, and once Warm Taupe left, I was just left with super, super, super warm tones, and Bon Fresco actually. Warm Taupe and Bon Fresco, those were the two. When they left, I was like, eh. So I had no motivation with this, and then when I rolled my new Pan That palette into 2024, I realised that was a massive mistake very, very quickly. My new 2024 Pan That palette was what was left of my Soph X Revolution palette, and that had been Pan That palette years ago, and I'd finished a bunch of those shades, and I only had a few shades left. So my thought process was, well, I've already half panned this palette, so it'll be a perfect Pan That palette for 2024. However, I failed to realise that the shades that were left were only left because I don't like those shades. I think by about March that was rolled out, and I was just really lacking motivation because I feel like I'd been hate panning, and I feel like I'd done so bad in the first part of the year that it was almost like, well, there's no point trying now because we've already lost so much time. I'm never going to finish a palette now because I've lost 3, 4, 5 months. I may as well just hate pan this all year. So that's what I did. I really regret that. I really don't think hate panning is a good thing to do. I've always said in so many videos, do not hate pan. I've told you guys so many times, do not hate pan. Here I am hate panning. Not good. I was doing a series called 100 products in 2024. I think I only did one update for that because I just lost motivation, and I think it all did stem from that Pan That palette crisis. So I've learned a few things. I have recently filmed a video and uploaded a video called Help Me Pick My Pan That Palette for 2025. That is where the downfall happened last year, and I've learned a great deal. I knew I wanted to do another video like that this year because you guys love them, I love them, I love hearing your thoughts. You give me different opinions, you give me different nuggets of information that I find really helpful to then pick my Pan That palette. However, I've decided that the palette that you guys vote on is not the ride or die. It is not the one that I am forced to use. I love having you vote on Pan That palettes. I love hearing your opinions, like I said. However, if you guys do vote on a palette that I really don't want to pan, I'm not going to pan it. That was my whole thing last year, and I've learned from that. I hope so anyway. I think I've learned from that this year. It's been a really weird ride recently. My channel has gone through so many changes over the past year alone, and I'm just like, I am genuinely so unbelievably grateful. And if this is where my channel has gone this year, who knows where it will be this time next year. Like, I'm so unbelievably excited. So project panning is not going anywhere. I am going to cut down just a smidge more. I know. I'm going bare bones. But we'll do a get ready with me talking about that kind of stuff later on. I do have that scheduled to film. It's going to be a little get ready with me talking about what I want to bring into 2025 and what I don't want to bring into 2025, just in a bit more detail. However, I wanted this video to be basically what I've learned in this year with when it comes to panning and when it comes to doing this, because it can get really, really draining, especially when you're panning a palette that you just wish would die. But I have one shade left. It is really not that far. I use this in the office every single day, and I'm hoping that by the end of the year, this will be gone, and then I can be free of Modern Renaissance. A lot of you guys have said, just ditch it. I can't. I've come 2 years. I have come 2 years. I cannot just ditch it now. That is not happening. So one more shade left. We'll do it. It'll be fine. But I just love a moan. You guys know me. But yeah, I think because I lacked so much motivation at the start of the year, it just kind of snowballed. And then I started getting more PR, like I said, and that just added fuel to the fire. But this year, well, next year, 2025, I feel like I'm going into it with a bit of a fresh set of eyes, a little bit of a fresh look on things, and I feel good. I feel good going into 2025. I know this year's been a little bit weird, a little bit all over the place, but I've just needed to settle, I think. I've just needed to settle. 2023 was nuts. 2023 for me was bonkers. So I think I've just needed to settle down, chill out, and 2025, we're gonna get back on track. Okay, so this is it. This is what I wanted to say. A little bit more of just a casual chatty video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Do stay tuned for this Get Ready With Me coming very soon. Like, look at the glitter. I love it so much. And yeah, let me know all your thoughts down below. What is a piece of panning advice that you absolutely love? Let me know down below, because I think I need some advice. I need some, you know, morale boosting stuff. So let me know. But this is it. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, like and subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow for this Get Ready With Me. Bye bye.